know we best. So it's a matter of hopefully getting people involved and getting to have it. Yes?
Now, since this is a Benton County one, do you want us to upload photos of only Benton
It's
County?
not, it's an already West Garden, so the map of the use benches is.
Gotcha, okay.
It's us.
And you probably will see this ad, or some other kind of advertisements, so ignore that if you can. Okay, here we are. Now that we're signed in, we see a completely different set of photographs. This is our photo stream. You know that you are logged in because now, instead of seeing that sign in, sign up, you see the Master Naturalist logo up in the corner, saying, meaning you are logged into the site. You are not coming in from the outside. You are in. And it corresponds here. You are on the Master Naturalist page. I have a family Flickr site, so I can go in between by clicking here. I can sign out and then sign in. Oftentimes I'll be on that site and I'll go to another Flickr page, and this right here will show that I'm on that page. However, I'm still signed in, but I can't see all that other stuff. I can only get to the stuff that they allow me to, that is on the outside, that's public, rather than their private settings, which we'll get into. Again, this is a real quick basic overview of what we've got going here. Okay? We are in. You're signed in. You're on the page. Now, again, like I said, here's an example of I am on my family's page, but I am logged in through the Master Naturalist site. So I'm seeing pictures that I don't want to see. How can I get to the Master Naturalist? This is the key. This right up here. And just like anything else, it's brand new to you. It's like I remember in the 3rd grade looking at my end of my math book and seeing all these calculations. I go, there's no way I'm going to be able to get there. You will get there if you go there and start playing around. Okay? That's the best, only way of really learning how to do this. So whenever you're lost, go back up here to you. And normally the best thing to do is click photo stream, and then you'll get back to your photographs. We're logged in. We are on the right page. And these are some of the photographs that we took from some of our classes from this fall, for this winter rather. Okay, any questions so far? Good. There's our photo stream. These are some of the major areas that we need to think about, our photo stream. And here's some other ways of looking and filtering the photos, just like you would a lot of things. You can separate them by the date they were uploaded or the date they were taken, and that way, again, searching. Because we have, does it say how many? So far at this date, we have 249, 250 photographs. That's really low. I worked for an organization that had about 50,000 photographs. So you can go through 249 pretty quickly, but you start getting up into the thousands and you're looking for a photograph of a yellow shaft flicker, you're going to be looking through a lot of photographs. So you need to be able to search and be able to filter through these things. Yes?
Can we delete photographs? We can't.
You can, but you shouldn't. It doesn't matter how many are up there, as long as you know how to search, then you can find what you're looking for and filter out all the things that you don't want. And it's going to be really important. We'll talk about, I can't emphasize enough, tagging and labeling your photographs. I almost don't even want you to send out photographs if you're not going to label them. Yes, ma'am.
Do you want them in JPEG or TIFF?
The better quality, the best. I'm not exactly sure if they'll take tips, but they'll. I know they won't take RAWs, but I'm pretty sure they'll take tips and JPEGs. Most people aren't going to have tips, but the better quality, the best, better. And here's a couple of views that you can use. If you want to see what people are going to be able to see on the outside looking in, they don't have the credentials, you can go to public view, and here's a couple of ways that you can see filter through. It's higher quality, larger files. So if you're on a slow upload, it may be 50 megabyte file, it may take you a while to get done. Yes, ma'am.
Can the public then come in and see these pictures? Or only us? Because we.
You saw that opening page, those are the ones they can see.
That's the ones they can see, okay.
Okay. Now, if I go to, let's see, I believe this is the camera roll. This is one way of seeing them, and you can see how they're categorized. Animal, bird. And so there are 28 photographs of animal, bird. And there are others, down below here, mammals, however. And this is the way that Flickr actually put them together. I did not do that. However, they are tagged, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Have a question? No? Okay. Okay, this is the albums. This is, I have gone in each class and I have collected these into albums so that they'd also be easier to find and filter. And you can right here, you can actually share the whole album with someone. If you want to send that link to somebody, you would click that little arrow right there. If you want to download all 24 pictures of this album, you can do that right here. And if you wanted to delete that whole album, you could do that right here, but please don't do that. Stay away from the trash can. Okay? So there's all, and again, this is a basic overview, there's all kinds of things, and the more you get in there and play with it, the better you'll get with it.
So if you click on a photo, like you have all those birds, when you click on, say, one of the birds, will a description come up and say, this is a Baltimore Oriole?
That depends on who put it up and what kind of description they did to it. It's all on your shoulders, the photographer.
And you're gonna tell us how to do that?
Yes.
Can you not protect them?
They can be protected somewhat, but if you've got credentials to get in there, you have the opportunity to delete it, to override those. If you ever get lost and you know, get into some album, something like that, you're not exactly sure where to go, they've got some pretty good breadcrumbs to get you back to where you need to go. This is our tree identification. Again, here you can share this whole album, this whole 24. You can download, that's the download symbol. We'll get into that a little bit more. And this is something about creating some kind of booklet of some kind. I'm not exactly sure, I don't mess with that. So we're gonna go back to the photo stream. Now, this is important. Up here is our search box. If we were to go up there and search for yellow-shafted flicker, we would get all the yellow-shafted flickers photographs from all over the world of people that use flickers. And you probably don't want that unless you can't find it here. Here's where you need to go. This is our search icon. This will search within the Northwest Arkansas Master Naturalist Benton County flicker site. So remember that. I'm sorry? If you were to just come up here, you'd be searching worldwide flicker sites for whatever your search term would be. So click this first, and when you do that, you'll see this.
Is that searching on the label of the picture? So if you put it
The
there,
description, the tags, all of that.
which is the uploader dependent. I mean, the person uploading it, it's dependent on them putting that tag.
That's correct. Or someone coming into the home. But it's usually best done at that moment. Because if you put it on, if you put your card, SD card from your camera, into your computer, upload those, and it's IMG00274, that means nothing to anybody. When you go back, you got 20,000 photographs, and you want that yellow shafted flicker, it's not going to be labeled correctly. Yes, sir.
Do you recommend dating them?
It will date them, but you can't. In the description, you can do that, but as you saw, Yahoo will date those, and you'll be able to, if that's the way you know that photograph, I took it in April, you can do that.
Date them when you entered them, or date them when you took them?
Well, you saw that it did both. The day it was uploaded, it has that ability, and it will read the metadata on that digital file, that when it was taken, what kind of camera it was taken, what the aperture setting on that camera was, all of that metadata that is associated with that file, it will have on there. Again, this is basic. It can get really involved.
Do you suggest putting the box with the user her name?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, and I did not. I need to go through most of these and do that. I did not do that because there may be something with that photograph that you've got a question about. You might want to call that person, email them, contact them in some way. Okay, now the other important thing is how do we get pictures up? There's a universal symbol for upload. The little cloud with the arrow going up when we're ready to upload photographs. And this is the same, I believe, on the iPhone app. You'll see the cloud or some kind of version of an arrow going up, meaning we're going to upload photographs. And when you take that photograph, you'll get this unceremonious screen here, but it pretty well tells you what it is they're wanting to do. And you can either, when you do click that, you will get this, oh, sorry, wrong button. you will get this little menu right here where you can select photographs, and you got all, I don't know if you can see that, but that's your computer, your different hard drives and areas, document settings, and you can find it, search for it within your computer, or if you have a folder open, if you have your SD card open, you can just click and drag any of those folders into this area here, as it says here. Now, this is the important part. I don't know how well you can see that, not the greatest thing in the world. You will highlight, and you can do this batch. If all your photographs were yellow shafted flickers, you could highlight them all and put your tags over here, which would be birds, aviary, flicker, yellow shafted, anything that would, trees, Arkansas, naturalist, all of these terms that someone might think about searching to find your yellow shafted flicker, you might find. There's also an area here in journalism we call it a slug, which is your basic description of what's going on. This says tree identification training, and it's the same throughout. So what I could do with all 5 of these photographs is highlight each of them here in this slug area, put in tree identification training. All 5 of those would take on that slug. Here's my description, which is Lalia Baby helps Grace Turley identify tree species. So that also helps. And each, it gets a little lengthy, but if there would have been 4 or 5 photographs of that, you could have batched, described that as well. Yes, sir?
How did that description on the left get there? Did you put it in?
Yes, the photographer has to put that in. This is why it's very important. And the more you can put in, the better. Yes, ma'am?
So you can have a slug for many photos, and then underneath the slug, you can put more specific description for each photo.
That is typically the way it works. Yes, because you can see these are different.
And where would you put the date that you took it?
You can put that in the description,
In the description.
right here, if you need be. But again, Yahoo will do that for you.
But then how will they know when you took it?
The metadata on the digital file. It also knows, yes, ma'am?
If we're uploading a picture of an event, which we've had trouble with, we don't have to put a date, we could just put the initials, Crystal Bridges. Because that was an event we attended and took pictures at. Is that what y'all kind of wanted when we're uploading it, Andy? Is that what kind of?
Yeah.
We don't need to date it, or do you want us to put a
He's telling
date?
you that the computer will automatically.
So we don't have to date it.
It helps. It would be, I mean, you can do that. Why not do it? Have it right here in the description rather than have somebody have to hunt for it.
Okay.
Because we'll see when we do, I think we have a slide that when we do open an individual up, there is information. So very important. This is the most important part right here. If you don't have this in here, people aren't going to be able to find it. They'll have to go through, hopefully in a few years, 15, 20,000 photographs. Yes, ma'am.
I'm only saying this because I know it's happened. What if I went in and said tree identification, and you went in and said identification of trees? So is there a protocol, is what I'm saying?
No, not really. Not really. It's the keywords, tree, then identification.
It's going to search on the keywords, not necessarily the entire thing.
It is going to do the entire thing. It's even going to possibly search through the description.
Okay.
So
Lilia's
name is not in the slug. It's not, so yeah, it's going to look for everything. And so.
Each individual word, not the title necessarily.
Right.
That's what I'm getting
Yes.
at. I'm just trying to help folks realize that the more we are alike in doing how we label, the better.
Can I, just from an advanced training point of view, ask that in that consistency, that rather than just Crystal Bridges, that the event there was the garden party? So when you know what it is that you're doing at Botanic Gardens, or you know, because what really ends up wonderfully for all of us is, I haven't volunteered at that. I'm gonna see what the garden party was like, and we can use imagery as well as just talking to one another about finding out what that volunteerism might look like. So as often as we can do the name of the event at that place, I think that would help us all.
Well, it has as much information as you can put in.
Yeah.
More is better in this case. Our tags, as we talked about, it would be naturalist, Arkansas, Benton, Washington, anything that can identify these photographs. And if need be, If there's already a album called Yellow Shafted Flicker, throw it in there. If you were to type, if you would open that up and type that in, it would say, we've got one that's called Yellow Shafted Flicker or Yellow Shafted or whatever the case may be. Throw it in there, or if you have more than 2 or 3, create your own album. And that would make it easier for folks to find, and they'll all be in one place. Now, here's another important area, the privacy settings. It defaults to public, and oftentimes that's okay. I don't know that we've got any kind of ruling on that as to how we want to do this, whether we want to have it open to the public. It's a social media site, so it's like a lot of things. Depends on how you want to approach it. And we can also put it for friends and family only, so that some of these photographs of yellow shafted flickers, probably there's no cost to make it private, but for individuals, that might be the case. We might want to do that, and that's the way we have it now, just out of default. Okay, and then we hit the upload when we're done doing all our documentation, all our labeling and tagging and slugging. We're ready to upload those. We click the upload button. Yes, ma'am.
It's probably a different question, but you hear horror stories about all of a sudden you find the wrong face and other kinds of things because someone's gone on Twitter or someplace else and found what they wanted to do. If things are labeled public, is there anybody can put downloads and use them or anything?
Yes.
No kids.
Yes.
Don't upload anything you don't want shared. This is a sharing device for all of our master naturalists to use as a resource. Anything you want kept private, don't put it on here.
Maybe just informally have it, that if nature shots would be more public and maybe meeting shots, the group can still use those, but people's privacy would be more
We
protected.
do need to address it a little more closely,
Yeah.
is that we just formed a policies and procedures committee, so they're gonna have to work on that. I agree.
For now, I think people should just take responsibility when shots are being taken to exit, if they don't want to talk to you. So it's,
Yeah.
take care of yourself.
The pictures of kids is very important.
Yep.
You do not want to show their faces, you want the back of their heads, unless you have permission.
Well, how much of this is public, and how much do you have to have a username for the naturalists with your site?
I think the question, how much of this is public?
Yes.
Well, you saw that opening page, it was all wildlife and landscapes.
Okay, so-
Any ones of people are private. You can't get into it and see it unless you have the protocol, username and password, and you're signed in.
That's up to the person, out to the person who's uploading.
Correct.
I mean, if we can people up and put it in an album,
That's it.
they'll still be public. unless-
If they don't change that last, did you see that last slide I put up
So they comment?
right through here?
Oh, okay.
I changed it from public to family and friends.
It might be just advice in a way to make everybody feel better. If you are the administrator of that group or whatever, can you just not make it private so that people don't have to worry about it being public or private? Is there any way for you to do that?
Sure.
That might be a way to solve anybody's fears, because it is.
Sure, I'll go in once a week or so, I typically do, and like I said, I've noticed that no one else is posting. So, again, this is very new, and I don't necessarily expect people to, but hopefully we'll get the ball rolling at this. All right, and now download. Once you've searched, you found the photograph, so that you're in the album that you want, all you do is click on that photograph, and it pops up. And then down here is our universal symbol for download. It's just that downward facing arrow with the horizontal line. And then when you click on that, you'll get a menu of selections here. So typically, if you were going to print something out for a trifold, or if you were going to do any other kind of printing work, you will want the largest available, which is the original. Now you can get in here and view all sizes, and there are about 25 different resolutions that you can get to. If you know that you are only going to use this for a thumbnail on a Facebook site or something like that, you can get the smaller ones. or if you know it's going to be a small one on the website, that kind of thing, you might use here. But typically, for most work, you will want to download the largest available resolution. And she mentioned the TIFF back there, because when you are printing, and I think Tom will attest to this, you want the largest that you can get, because I do know this from presentations. They tell you, and I see this broken all the time, the rule is if you're going to do a trifold or a billboard, 8 by 10 is the smallest that you want to use. In order to grab attention, in order to get people to see it from a distance, come over 8 by 10 is the minimum size. So in order to do that, you would want to download the largest. Let's see here, get back to it. Where?
So thumbnail for PowerPoint is fine.
A thumbnail for PowerPoint probably is not fine. You're going to see, thumbnail is just a little thing that you would click on possibly. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know how I did that. A quick review. Okay. Let me know if you want to stop anywhere along the line. Good there. Searching again. Uploading. Documenting.
Is there a way to see a list of all the album names so you knew, even though it was out there?
Yes. Go to albums. And you would see that.
And it would bring up a list of.
I'll show you. We were just looking at that momentarily ago. I need to go back on like that. I didn't realize it was that far back. There we go. Here's all our albums. The blue line will show where you're at. And so here are all our albums: True Identification, the awards, herpetology. So, yeah.
Are they arranged in order?
You can put them in different orders depending on how you search for them and dates and all that kind of thing. Not that, you can put them in alphabetical order if you want them to.
But then, okay, you say you, and then I'm.
The person, the operator,
Right.
could do that.
So what happens when you get out and the next person comes in to what?
Completely different experience. Depending on the browser that you're using, the type of computer you're using, whether it's on a phone, a tablet, your interface.
But it doesn't retain those.
Oh, no. It's all an individual experience.
It's how every mouth goes.
Because we're all the same password.
Now, that photograph that they uploaded 15 minutes ago will be there for you to see.
Right. But any rearranging you do, so
Yes, as far as that's concerned, as far as how you view it and filter it. Yes, sir.
Are we using any other platforms or just Flickr?
Just Flickr at this point.
But
Did you
there
have
is a
any?
Facebook. There's a
Oh,
Facebook
well, okay.
there.
As
Well,
far
I mean,
as far
the
as
image quality is
policy.
much better on Flickr than it is, say, like Instagram, but Instagram gets a lot more traffic.
Sure, this is a repository for educational use. The size of the photograph on Instagram is small. This will give you,
Much better
50
quality.
megabyte files, which will allow you to create a huge poster. So that's what this is about.
Sort of like Shutterfly used to be, or.
Yes, yeah. Again, this is for educational, promotional purposes, for printing, for doing things on the web, PowerPoint presentations, that kind of thing. It's a repository where we all can go, centrally located, if we need these particular shots. Yes, ma'am.
So as Mother Nature up at top, if I want to start a Mother Nature file so I can find these pictures, the thing to do is download and start my own file in my own computer.
You can create an album, yes, or on your computer, and then upload those, create an album, and toss those in there. And there may be other people out at Hobbs that do the same thing. They find your album, they could upload
And would
those.
it, I can make it a private album and only like to get into it, that's all.
No, anybody that has the username and password that you get into it.
Yeah.
Is everybody hearing the question?
And I'll show you next one. If I need a file that only I have access to, so I can do my Mother Nature plan. The best way to do that is to download pictures and whatever I need at home and then just.
Yes. So you have a photograph that you see on Flickr that you want to use for a presentation. Yes, you would download, do exactly what we did here. Click on it, get the file size that you want, bring that down to your computer, And then from there, put that into your PowerPoint presentation.
Or start.
Or print that.
Flickr or phone, Flickr account.
Oh,
Like I would have in different places.
sure, if you wanted to do that. Yeah. Okay, and that's about it for the basics. Any other questions? The password. Yes, NWA, well, this is the username, NWAMN Benton. You can see where we're going with that.
Okay, username.
And then the password is NWAMN Media. And you are in. All small.
When
Yes.
I just tried to sign in, it said it noticed unusual activity, and then it asked to verify my identity by either sending a text or email or something to a masked phone number and a address.
I've not heard that.
What have you been doing on your computer? Just gone and looked it up.
I think it noticed somebody else was signed in, and so it was suspecting suspicious activity.
Donald Trump.
If you have any questions, my email's out there. Feel free to email me.
It's there if you want it.
I want to thank Kevin for coming and doing this.
What did you share about your email?
It's out there.
His email is out in the members' email stuff. You want to give them your email real quick?
K Quinn, 999, it's KQUINN. KQUIN and 999 at Gmail.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, this is just great for us to all get started on, so don't panic, and if you have questions, we can always do a review later. Get out there and play with it if you like.